Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay. Today I'm going to do a product review and is it a dupe kind of video. I was thinking of all the videos I liked to watch when I first got into YouTube and watching YouTube and everything, and I also watched one of my old videos on my channel that has the most views. It has like 450 views on my small channel that's big, and I will link it like up here if you want to go back and watch it. It's old and it's not my best, but I did a review on the L'Oreal like BB cream, and I was just watching that the other day and I was like, you know, I've been thinking about all this like old school YouTube and how fun it would be to do like a throwback series of YouTube and the videos that I used to like and stuff like that. And then I watched that video and I was like, let's do another review because it was just kind of fun and I enjoyed looking back on it. And I also have been wanting to try this. So my absolute favorite foundation that I've ever tried and I love is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is mine right now. It is rather busted. It's pretty much at the end, and it's lasted me so long, which, you know, that could be good, that could be bad. Makeup wise, oh, it literally says the expiration date and it just expires this month. Oh my gosh, and I'm at the end, so wow. So this actually lasts a long time. I feel like I've had this for like a year and a half or so. Anyway, about the IT Cosmetics CC cream, it is the color correcting full coverage cream, anti-aging hydrating serum, SPF 50, and broad spectrum and physical sunscreen. This is amazing. It's like so full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy, and it is literally just my absolute favorite. And I can't really go to Ulta or anywhere right now to get a new one. I can order it, but I thought it might be fun if I could get my hands on a dupe and just see if it works. I'm going to test out what I have kind of researched as a dupe is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. This definitely, the packaging looks similar, so I can see like what Maybelline was doing, and then also with the SPF 50 and like anti-aging stuff, I can see why, you know, they're like trying to get that into their market, I guess. And also this was $10.99 and this is like $39. So being like $11, that's a much cheaper option than the IT Cosmetics. Most likely still going to purchase one of these. I like to try different foundations because sometimes I will use my more expensive option, more special occasion, and then this for more everyday wear. So I'm excited to try it out and see if it feels the same or not. I also wanted to like apologize for filming in my living room. I have the best lighting in here. I filmed a video yesterday and I changed up my area and it was like kind of dark. It also wasn't very sunny, so I don't know if that made a difference, but this is the best lighting to see what we're working with. So I'm going to test this and I'll kind of bring you in closer to my skin so you can see like what I'm working with and everything. And I'm also trying out another new product today. I've been wanting to try this Poreless Putty for a while now, and I finally am able to. The e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I am like so excited. And this is the universal sheer one. I saw like 3 different ones, and honestly I feel like I saw this for much cheaper before, but this was like $8. So still a good cheap alternative to other like putty primers. This is a good dupe for the Tatcha like putty primer. So I'm excited to try it. My sister uses this. She said she really likes it. So I'm going to try that underneath this because I don't always use a primer, especially every day when I'm just throwing something on. So yeah, we're just trying out a couple new products today, and I'm going to go wash my hands so that we can get started in applying this. Okay, so before I get started, I will just like kind of talk about my skin a little bit and like why I prefer foundations that are more full coverage. I kind of have, I don't know if I want to say combination oily, but my skin is oily, but it's also kind of dry. So yeah, combination, but I prefer full coverage because I have some pretty bad acne scarring and I do have adult acne pretty badly. I will show you my face and what I like to cover. This is what I usually try to cover. Then this side, I have some acne on this side as well. I have lots of scarring, and then I do have pores. For full coverage, it doesn't really bug me when you can kind of see my acne underneath because I'm not very good at spot concealing. But I do just feel better having a more full coverage look and knowing that a lot of the redness isn't popping out. I feel like my IT Cosmetics CC cream does that well, and it doesn't really get oily through the day. I mean, by the end of the day, if I've worn it all day long, like we're talking 9 to 12 hours, then I can feel a little bit of oiliness, but that's because my face is oily. I want something that doesn't feel greasy like right when I put it on. So the shade I got, I'm not sure this is gonna be the perfect match. I did get the Classic Ivory. It is 120. My IT Cosmetics I have in the shade medium, and I felt like holding the bottle, except you know it's kind of hard since this one is literally like squeezed thin. It looks similar. I'm not like super pale, but I'm not super tan, and if I am gonna wear this in the summer, I'll have to figure out how to make it more tan, or I'm gonna have to fake tan. I'm gonna like put the primer on first, and then we'll just see how this goes. So I'm just gonna use my finger. I hope no one is offended by that. Oh, this is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna put it like up in my T-zone. And I'm gonna look in the mirror real quick right here. So my thoughts are, I kind of used a lot, so it feels like a little heavy, which I'm not like a fan of in a primer. So I don't know, I think I went a little heavy-handed on it though, but it felt really soft and like good on my skin. Like it doesn't feel like a nasty slimy feeling. So here's what the applicator looks like on the Maybelline foundation, and then I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like that, but I really don't think this is gonna make a difference of like the pump that this one has. And like bear with me, this one is disgusting because I've had it for so long. But yeah, I really like having this pump, but this might be nice because I usually, with this one, I just do like a pump on each side of my face, a tiny bit on my forehead, and then a little bit on my chin, like with a light hand so that it's not too much, because a little does go a long way. So I'm interested to see how well this one works with like going light-handed like that. Let's get ready, and I'm gonna get my brush ready before I start putting on, and I might pull my hair back. So the brush I use is just like a flat top brush, and this is the Sonia Kashuk brush. I got this in a set for Christmas a couple years, and what I love about this is like, even after, have you ever washed a makeup brush and it doesn't like feel soft or like its original like feeling after you washed it? Well, this one, after I wash it, it still feels like really good on my skin. So I totally recommend this brush. Forgive me if I'm like looking over at the mirror. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. Does anyone shake their makeup? Like, I always feel like I need to shake it up. Okay, so I'm a little nervous, but let's do a drop. That it's not running because my L'Oreal foundation I was using before would just run and drip. So I'm gonna start blending. I'm actually gonna put my mirror, I'm gonna put that right there. Sorry the light's funky right now because I've got the mirror in my way. I feel like it's showing up kind of orange right now, but it doesn't really look that orange in person. You guys ever go back in and dot your makeup like this? I always try to do that after I blend it. Okay, now for like my really bad acne side. Ooh, sis. Okay, I'm like nervous about this side. I feel like Classic Ivory is like a lighter shade, like, because you know that is just like such a universal name in drugstore makeup. But I don't feel like it's blending well on my skin. I feel like my skin pulls orange really bad, and it's like showing up orange. I would not say it's doing what I want it to do. I have a little more light. It's lightweight for sure. this is my problem area, so it's not always like covered well. Sometimes I have to go in with a little more, which I might, I don't know. It feels lightweight like the CC cream, but I don't know. I probably should have done one side of my face and the other. So I'm sorry if this is an invalid testing, but just from like what I feel, and if you're watching this, you've probably used the CC cream and are wondering if this works. I'm adding a little more. This might just be a bad decision. I'm not hating it now. That's the coverage. Compared to the CC cream, I would say that it feels the same. I'm gonna compare the active ingredients. I don't know if I'm like one of the only people that does this, but I compare ingredients a lot, like when I'm trying to find something similar, whether it's food or like products. In the sunscreen, there are no similar active ingredients. I don't know if that makes a difference, but it's something to keep in mind if you do stuff like that. I'm gonna finish, like, I'm gonna put on concealer and powder and see how it sets with powder, because I usually use powder with my other foundation. And then I'm going to hop back in after I have more makeup on to just see how it holds up with other makeup, and then we'll just see the progression throughout the day. Right now, it's not doing a terrible job, like at a lower price. I will say though, this one has 1.08 fluid ounces, and this one just says it has 1 fluid ounce. I don't know, it's really not that different, but I do like that it also has the expiration date at the top. Like, the packaging is extremely similar. I'm gonna finish like my concealer and mascara and stuff, and then I will hop back on and we will see how it is holding up. So I guess for starters, I just added concealer, bronzer, blush, and mascara, and just like eyeshadow under my waterline. I always use the CC cream as like my full foundation, and it holds up really well. So I thought this would just be a good tester if we're gonna compare how well it works as like more just like for sun protection and like just a foundation to throw on. I feel like when I look in different mirrors when I get ready, that makes a difference of how I feel like it looks. Blending other makeup on top of it, I feel like there is like some breakage or like blotchy looking areas. Like this side of my face, I could tell like when I was putting bronzer on, it was blotchy. However, this side of my face, I can never add bronzer to without it looking blotchy or just like a big orange mark, no matter how light-handed I blend or anything. So for that spot, that's normal for me. Same as on my nose. It's very hard to blend on my nose and do anything. So just for my normal areas that are kind of hard to cover and blend, just because of my skin and my lack of skills, I noticed blotchiness. So I think that's a good sign. However, like after I had just applied my concealer and as I was blending it, I could see like it was really starting to oxidize fast, and I felt like I was getting an orange like tint. Once again, that can be because of my skin tone and how it pulls other colors like my undertones and stuff. But if we're comparing how it feels, I would say it feels the same, lightweight. It is not oily. It does not drip. It is the same as the CC cream in that capacity. The more I'm looking in the mirror, it doesn't like look that bad. I am going to clean up my kitchen. I'm going to bleach dye something, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm supposed to be going on a walk and stuff later. I'm gonna check in after I've done my cleaning and before I start doing my bleach dye to see how it's holding up. I put this on late in the day. It's like 4:30 now that I'm fully ready. So I'll probably keep it on for like 6 hours just to test it, because I feel like that's a pretty average time span of putting it on. I'm trying to find like the best lighting to share how it's sitting. It's been like 3 hours since I put it on, and it looks really orange right now in camera. I don't know if it's because of like where the sun is, or maybe it has oxidized that much, but I would say that the way it feels on my skin, it doesn't feel oily yet. It's only been a few hours, but I would compare that to the CC cream. Say that I would have the same feeling right now. So that's a good sign. I'm gonna keep it on for just a little bit longer, but this is how it's looking. So here's like, oh my god, the light on my acne, that's how it's sitting. It's not terrible. I'm actually really coming around to it, but I will keep you updated. So it is the end of the day now. It is like 10 o'clock, a little after 10, and I'm ready to close out the review and how well it works. Like, final thoughts. I'm about to take my makeup off. I put my glasses on because we watched a movie and it literally took it right off, but that's partially my fault for not using setting spray. I don't know what I was thinking, but all in all, it lasted really well. It's like getting to that point where it's like ready to come off, which the CC cream would have been like that at this point of the day anyway. So to wrap this all up, I think it's a pretty good dupe. Like I said, the one thing that's like kind of weird is like the different ingredients, which that's probably not a huge thing if it's just like a sunscreen, like different formula or something. I think this worked well. The price option is good. I think that I love that CC cream and it's hard for me to stray away. I think that it is a great dupe. If you're looking for a dupe to the CC cream and all you can get your hands on now is the Maybelline, or you're just looking for a better price option, I totally recommend this. So I talked about how well it wears, how it feels on my face, and if it's oily or not. I talked about the ingredients and the price point. It is significantly cheaper. I think it is a wonderful dupe. I'm actually very pleased with it. I'm like, feel like I'm just like nervous to make the jump, but I totally recommend this. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I think it's a great dupe. And also I think the primer that I tried held up well. I'd say it's like completely like poreless, but it held on well. I'm like getting a little bit of oil right now and I should not like touch my face like that. But yeah, I totally recommend those two products, and I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video.